I'd argue that basically everything forces a moral perspective, though. Whether or not you like it, everything, you know, in the end, takes a perspective, a stance, even if it's a null stance. Oh god, no, no, get out, buddy, get away. Oh god. Yeah, Joe, this, all the money that I'm getting right now is going into the, Boxlight Fund. So I'm so happy that kind people are supporting the Patreon, kind people such as yourself are, there we go. Kind people such as yourself are donating, because the sooner I get to fix this situation, the better. For the aspects of the game are really good. In case of MD, finish the game, it really felt like a waste of time, slap in the face. Ah. Sorry that I made you feel that way. I don't know, I can have a good suspension of, not necessarily disbelief, but a suspension of like judgment. Like when you watch Tommy Wiseau's The Room, you watch it because it's a terrible, terrible movie. And that's what's funny. I want to see if there's anything special in here. Because let's face it, if I were a developer, this is where I'd be putting a little goodie. You're still awake from a casual stream? Wow, Joe. I mean, so am I, but for me it's been, you know, morning to my night, but it is... Was it like late night for you? Are you not... Are you staying awake like a huge deal of your day now? Okay, Nightbot, you're getting real spammy here, buddy. Exactly, Sir Gnum. Okay, so... Of all the movie quotes we throw at Zurich, Vayne and I, in Zurich's chat, usually... reference this fun movie or that fun movie or this blockbuster hit from last year. Zurich is always like, you know I don't watch movies. You know I don't know these references. Why do you use this? And then when I talk about Tommy Wiseau's The Room, that's the one you get? Oh, I love it, Zurich. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Hey, Vaden. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the lurk. Want to watch... Oh, wait, sorry. Huthor. Sorry. You're watching the MeJP. Both of your names are yellow. It's a little bit weird to see them. It's no excuse. No excuse. It's 1 p.m. here. Wow, you've been up a long time. What am I doing here, fellas? There's a gate I'm supposed to open. Witcher did it really well. Bioware used to be good about it till they went the whole socially responsible narrative. Yeah, Witcher was very nice in the entire gray area where you could choose, and all of the options were available to you. Ah, you're looking as well. I have to do some kitcheny stuff. Oh yeah, Mighty Sid. Exactly. Anyway, how's your sex life? Ah. And the guy who just... They change actor in the middle of the movie. Just, he comes in, is like, oh, hi, Denny. Wait, Denny was somebody else just now. And of course, what was the GAN? Ah, the mother. Oh, by the way, the test results came in. It's definitely cancer. Anyway, never mentioned again, not a plot point, doesn't have anything to do with the movie. It's just, by the way, it's cancer. Oh, that movie, so good. Shouldn't be in charge of anything, you're not nice? Oh, Huthor saying Surgnum's in charge while you're away. Ah, you'll be fine, Surg. You'll be fine. I mean, if you can stomach you know, hours and hours of what was that Final Fantasy game you were playing where you had to find an invisible wall before you could even progress? If you can deal with that, you'll be fine. Can I drive that? I'd love to drive that. Okay, you know what? You know what? Nope, 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 nope. Hi there, fella. Just a little wing clip there. Why deal with them one-on-one if you can just drive over them? I knew it. Of course we're gonna get into Carmageddon territory. Oh god, camera, stop being weird. Make it a weird. Am I shining a light on this or not? Can't really... Oh god, camera. Oh god. Forever and ever. Oh god, oh god, oh god, say a little prayer for me, say a little prayer for me. God, I got out because I couldn't tell for sure whether I'd actually been hitting this. Fortunately, I was. Okay, I think that's it. Also, it looks like my car is a little worse for wear. Maybe, do I have another car? Anywhere? Anything? Oh, thank you, Chub Dog. I appreciate that. Yeah, that is the difficulty of... You can't give examples without spoiling everything. So thank you so much. Oh god, of course there's a mysterious little... All I wanted was some batteries. Then you had to go and ruin my day. No, I don't actually know what you're talking about. Really, Sir Dum? It was, oh god, it was a Final Fantasy you were playing? It was a remake of something. It was re-released on the PC. Because the graphics were fairly okay, you know, for that style of game. And you were in, I think a tower or something, and it had a lot of levels that you had to go through, and there were invisible walls that you had to find. So annoying. I'm gonna play Deus Ex Game of the Year. Strongly recommend Deus Ex Revision. Graphical overhaul for the game also fixed quite a bit of bugs. Actually, I've gotten some suggestions, some feedback from Jexus there, who actually specifically recommended against the revision, saying that the Game of the Year was probably the better, more original experience. I know I'm going the wrong way. I want to explore. Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, that might be it. Didn't do Odin on stream. Okay, I don't know exactly where it was, but it was something like that. Okay, let's get in here. Graphical overhaul and fixed quite a few bugs. Yeah, so I don't know. Basically, when it comes to the Deus Ex experience, since Jexus is the major Deus Ex snob, it is, I think, his all-time favorite game of, well, all time. I was basically giving him the free reign of organizing the experience when it comes to that, just as you know, Huthor had somewhat of control of Witcher. Perfect. Certain, no, it was before your break, obviously.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
You know, one thing I wonder is, the Lady of the Light is supposed to have written all these things everywhere. How'd she get here? How'd she do this? Did you you trap me? Oh, hey, hello. Sound time you can think of in a game other from the Battle Tower in Final Fantasy VII? Well, the authentic experience, the XX game of the year is the original. Yeah, that's what Jix has recommended at least. You know, that go for the original, go for the classic argument. Okay, that's not ominous at all. That's doesn't say, hey, prepare for a bunch of people coming. Also, I really don't get why I couldn't bring the other people. Yeah, there's definitely an ambush coming. Play the original and revision, both great. You're a sucker for good graphics, so you're biased towards the overhaul. They changed some skill and stuff. Some skills are very useful, other complete game breaking.
I will never give her to you.
Okay. That seems like bad news. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that did not look good. There's a few people there. Hey, where was the second one? There was the second one. Hi there, fella. Oh, you're kidding me? Take your time, Alan. Take your time. Charm in some way, good old times, the developers, yada yada. I'm thinking you think of it as a prison. It's no invisible wall, you have to go down several floors in a big circle. Ah, okay, maybe that, Zerk. I am not that well versed in Final Fantasy, as you know. When I say not that well versed, I mean I don't know anything about it at all. I'm not gonna switch the shotgun, thank you, or the rifle. What are we doing here, Alan? What are we doing here? That does not look good. Can I reorient this? Come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Reorientation complete. Good thing they're not running towards me. Can I, or, nope, I can't. Okay, good. Let's deal with this. Also, there's somebody to my left, I see. Have I ever played Warframe? I haven't actually, Joe. I've seen Akashi play it. It's kind of a shooty, base defendy type of game, right? Not exactly sure what I'm talking about, but... Oh god. There we go. You are tough. Taking a shotgun shot to the head. Whew. Did not even use the flare gun. There we go. Huh. Don't play Deus Ex Invisible War. Yeah, I discussed that. I've heard that it is not supposed to be that good at all, so I figured we could live without it, probably. Some modes are like that. Oh, like this, you mean, Joe? Like this section? Totally forgot you took one cut of a 4 centimeter thick beef with me yesterday from the barbecue leftovers. Oh, juicy steak, vein and juicy steak. Nice. It's like Destiny, just better. Way more content than Destiny. I'm not that big of a fan, actually, of those types of shooters. I think, in fact, that this game has a little bit too much action shootery in it to truly work as horror. Because the problem, in my opinion, with this bit is that once you can defeat the darkness, there's no fearing the darkness.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
Nice. There's no jumping puzzle in this game. That seems unlikely, but let's give it a try. See, I figured there wouldn't be any climbing like that. There we go. Warframe really reminds you of this type of game, apart from the crazy skills on weapons you get. Yeah, I've seen some of that. It's in Akashi's stream. The skills are really sort of like overpowery shield type of thing, which is, you know, cool for the multiplayer type thing. Yeah, Akashi's asked me in the past to play some Warframe, but I don't know. I mean, it's free to play, so, you know, it's not like you lose any money over it, but in general, I'm not actually a fan of shooters. That's made it...
I see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Really? I have to go that far? Are you kidding me? That's the irony of me, you know, having to play through Half-Life and Half-Life 2, which I hadn't done until Huthor kindly gifted those. Gifted those with the express instruction of, you have to play this game because every gamer should. There we go, let's grab all of that, thank you. Third person Resident Evil 4 genre. Oh, yeah. Never played Resident Evils, actually, either. Lone Warframe's pretty decent, problem is nobody really cares about it. Got incoherent. That's a pity. Do I just jump in? Warframe looks nice visually. Only on Twitch games for an online multiplayer, was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that... You're right about that. For an online multiplayer, pretty impressive. Ah, Battlefront. Yeah. Which is more than people would guess. You've been playing a lot of ranked Overwatch. I wouldn't have... Yeah, Cirque, I wouldn't have expected that of you. Yep, Cirque. No Final Fantasy, no Resident Evil. This looks exceedingly safe. Yeah, it looks very safe. So happy I did this. Resident Evil is a great series. Yeah, might be interesting to give it a try one day. Oh god. I don't actually know what type of game Resident Evil is really. I mean, obviously, apart from, you know, there's zombies, there's a place called Raccoon City and that kind of thing. I know the movies don't have... Really? From nowhere? I know the movies don't really have anything to do with the game, but, you know, Mila Jovovich is, you know, so that's a good reason to watch it. Oh, so that's the challenge here. Is it? Okay, you know what? Let's go down, because I think I'm supposed to save first and then go to the other place. Looking forward to 7? Played all of them extensively already. The new Mass Effect. Who got? Oh yeah, Mass Effect. That's also absolutely a playthrough waiting to happen. I played 1 and 2, never played 3. I got a bit of the ending controversy. I don't know what the ending is, but I know that a lot of people were unhappy with it. And I've heard, actually, that they patched in a better ending. All people you see playing Resident Evil games on Twitch are speedrunners. Yeah, if I play Resident Evil, I absolutely would not be speedrunning. Not good enough for any speedrunning. Nor interested, really. For me, speedrunning is, it's cool, but it's a sport. It's a specific way of looking at games that I do not want to take. I would not want to spend the time and effort into practicing a speedrun. That's why I think there's people who are speedrunners, and that's not necessarily a branch of gamers, I think. Not to say that speedrunners aren't gamers, but I mean that speedrunning is essentially something different from gaming. There we go. There we go, that got it. Couldn't speedrun either, yeah. Speedrunning games ruins the experience, makes the game seem lame to newer gamers, haven't been able to play them yet. Yeah, that I can get. I think speedrunning is basically like, it's the same as in, you can jog and have fun jogging, or just running in general. That doesn't make you a marathon runner. You know, that kind of an idea. Or, well, sprinter, I guess, is a better comparison there. Call me corny, but I like this. I like the flashlight games. You know, flashlight walking simulator. I shouldn't, but I do. The ending's not really better, but to be fair, it's an okay game aside. I like the ending of the Trespasser DLC. It's been a good 150 hours in Dragon Age. Oh, that's Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay. We're quite similar, but a bit more story focused. Xenogears. I've never played that, but isn't that an RPG, Joe? Xenogears sounds familiar. Wasn't that a... Wait, wasn't that a 360 game? Huh, what was that Xenoblade? I don't know. I don't know. It's all starting to sound the same to me. Hey, Ghost. Good to see you. How are you doing? Enjoying that new Crusader Kings 2 DLC? November 7 is N7 Day. Clever. Customization sounds interesting though, although practically I never do it in games. Do you have that? Do you ever have that? You can create your own character. You spend a complete hour trying to... Okay. You spend an hour trying to customize a character to look exactly the way you want to, end up ruining the character completely, and then just going, you know what, I'll just use default 1. This character is so annoying. Just because of the running, you know? Because normally I love to look at chat and talk to you all. But when this guy runs so quickly, I have to focus. There's a 6K run event, and next Sunday you will attend and participate. Nice. That's pretty cool. At my best I could only run 5K. I need to get back in on that. I'm starting to get a little bit pudgy, if you know what I mean. For the PS1. Ah. Oh god. Fellas, I'm trying to be an interactive streamer. Please. So rude. Waiting to watch me play the DLC? Haha, Ghost. Nice. I would love to play Crusader Kings again, but I don't know. I don't think it markets to a very specific Twitch viewing audience, and it would basically alienate everybody else. Sure, let's do that again, huh? Bunch of jerks. Where are ya? Seed Blaze for the Wii. Oh, okay. Oh, Surg. Oh, that is awful. Spending a lot of time in it and then accidentally hitting random. More times you'd like to admit. Prefer the random button? Yeah, I've had that issue with, I don't know if you remember games like Baldur's Gate, but I'd be playing that, and those were the games where you rolled your stats, right? God, that's a lot of junk. Where you rolled for stats, and you'd get them randomly, you could redistribute them, and there was one ultimate stat, which is, if all your stats added together, they would make something like 94 or something, if I recall correctly. But you try to roll until you hit that total number, and then redistribute to get the perfect distribution. And of course you'd end up spending like half an hour clicking next, until you finally get the perfect number. And then you'd accidentally click next again because you were just doing that for half an hour. God, you really need the headphones to hear where he is. Hi there, fella.